A world timer built into a dive watch, a flowing dial that shimmers like water itself, only a handful ever made, and an incredible price point. This is the Golby Aquareef Monochrome. Now, this isn't a watch that was sent to me by the brand. I actually backed this one myself on Kickstarter a while ago. So what you're getting today is an honest, unfiltered opinion as a buyer and as an enthusiast. The Kickstarter project was limited to just 25 pieces of each colorway. It's British designed by a husband and wife team and has a rather clever dual timer trick that sets it apart from the crowd. So is this a Microbrand you're going to want to watch? Let's go find out. Hi there, I'm Dave and welcome back to Microbrand Watch. Today we're looking at something rather special from a British microbrand that's really caught my attention. This is the Golby Aquareef in its stunning all-white monochrome edition. So who are Golby? Well, that's one of the things that I love most about this hobby, discovering new brands that have got a real passion behind them. Golby's no different. Golby is a British microbrand founded by husband and wife team Craig and Sarah. Their story is one that a lot of us can relate to. They've got a genuine love of watches that evolved into a desire to create something of their own. Now, something interesting here, Golby actually started as a strap maker before becoming a watchmaker. And that background really shows in this watch, as we'll see later on. They're based in the UK and their design philosophy is rooted in creating robust, functional, stylish watches inspired by the British coastline. Golby aren't reinventing the wheel. They're offering unique and personal takes on classic designs. So when I saw the Aquareef Monochrome collection on Kickstarter, I was immediately drawn in. It was an incredibly limited run with just 25 of each of the white and black available to the public. And it's got this fantastic, confident look about it. It felt like a brand and a watch that knows just what it wants to be. And I was, and I am, more than happy to be part of that journey. All right, let's get up close and personal with this thing because the dial is where this watch really starts to come to life. That all white design is striking, to say the least. It's not a flat, boring white either. It has got this beautiful oil-pressed flowing pattern that looks really, really good in the light. I've worn this watch in various lighting conditions and it just plays with the light. On the dial, the indices are applied and filled with lume. They're clean, they're legible, and they're framed in a dark gunmetal grey, which provides a really good contrast against the white dial. The hands are a bold sword style, also in that same gunmetal finish, and it makes them really easy to read. Now, this is a diver, so let's talk about the bezel. It's 120 click, unidirectional, and ceramic. The action's decent, and being ceramic, it's pretty scratch resistant. The all-white insert with those black markings, though, is a nice bold choice that really defines the character of this watch. One of the things that really sets the watch apart, though, is its world timer function. You'll notice that there are two crowns on this watch. The main one at 3 o'clock for setting the time and the date, and a second one at 2 o'clock. This second crown controls an internal rotating chapter ring, numbered 1 to 12. It's a simple, intuitive way to track a second time zone, and it's genuinely useful. And it's a feature that you don't see that often at this price point, to be honest. And finally, the strap options. Now, this is where Golby's heritage as a strap maker really shines through. This is an absolute strap monster. It comes on a lovely stainless steel bracelet that's got a brushed finish and solid curved end links. But I've tried it on rubber straps, NATO straps, leather straps, you name it. And it completely soaks them up and transforms the character of the watch every single time. It's incredibly versatile. And you can tell they really understand how important strap compatibility is as they build out their watch brand. Let's talk about what's under the bonnet for a second though. The Golby Aquareef is powered by the Seiko NH35A automatic movement. We know it, right? It's reliable. It's a workhorse movement that you'll find in many, many Microbrand watches. And it does the job well. It's easy to service. And if you want to, you can take a good look at it through the Sapphire exhibition caseback, which for me, I always like. It's a really nice touch to be able to see what's going on inside your watch. The case itself is 41mm in diameter, which is a good modern size for a dive watch. It's made from 316L stainless steel, and it's got a water resistance of 100 meters. Now, some of the purists might argue that 100 meters is not a true diver, but for most of us, it's more than enough for us to go swimming and snorkeling. The crystal is a flat sapphire, which is exactly what you want to see on a watch like this. It's scratch resistant, it's got AR coating on the inside, which helps with its legibility, and the lume is RT8, and it's actually quite good. It's bright and long lasting, and it's quite nice to look at when the light goes down. But what's this one like to actually wear? Well, I've got a 7¾ inch wrist, and I have to say it wears beautifully. That 41mm case is a great size, but it's the lug-to-lug measurement that's just over 50mm that gives it a real presence on the wrist. However, it doesn't feel too big. That bracelet itself, though, is excellent. It's got a quick release system, so you can change it without using tools, and it's also got a fantastic micro adjuster in the clasp. That ability to adjust on the fly is really, really useful. It's a really nice small detail that you don't see very often on watches at this price point. The visibility is also fantastic. That contrast between the dark hands and the white dial is excellent. And the all white design is a real head turner. I've had quite a few people ask me about it, which for me is always a good sign that I've got a good looking watch on my wrist. But is this watch good value? Well, let's talk about the price for a second. As I mentioned, I backed this on Kickstarter a while ago, and I paid £329 UK for it. At the Kickstarter price that I paid, this was excellent value. Even at the $499 retail value, it's still very, very good value. When you consider what you're getting, a limited edition British designed watch with a reliable automatic movement, sapphire crystal, ceramic bezel, and that really useful little world timer function, it's a compelling package for the money. So, what are my final thoughts on the Golby Aquareef? Does it stay in my collection? Well, yes, it does. I absolutely love it. It's a watch that is brimming full of character, and it's a watch that I've really enjoyed wearing, and I'm going to continue really enjoying wearing. That world timer function, as I said, has proven genuinely useful. The flowing dial pattern never fails to catch my eye and everybody else that sees it. And the fact that it's such a strap monster means that it never gets boring. But here's the thing, this is an incredibly limited piece. With only 25 of these all-white versions ever made to the public, it's genuinely rare. And that's not artificial scarcity for marketing purposes. This is a small micro brand doing a limited run and sticking to their word. Now, whilst this particular version is sold out, if you're interested in the Aquareef, Golby do have lots of other colors available. They've also got their coastal range, if you prefer something slightly smaller, but equally colorful. And keep an eye out because there are rumors of something new coming from Craig and Sarah very, very soon. If you're looking for a microbrand watch that's a little bit different, that's got a great story behind it and offers solid value for money, then you can't go wrong with Golby. It's definitely worth checking out. They are a brand that's been built with real passion, and it shows in every single watch. So there you have it, the Golby Aquareef all-white monochrome, a fantastic watch from a fantastic British microbrand. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope that, as ever, today I've introduced you to a microbrand that you're going to want to watch. Until next time, enjoy your watches.